Hey folks, Walker here. Welcome back to another episode of Create Above and Beyond with me, your host, Walker. Let's see what we can do today. We did get this little machine fitted up, and we need to get a couple more of these brass funnels, which means we need more brass machines. Unfortunately, I don't think I have enough redstone to do all of them, but we'll find out. Well, actually, I can do one more. I do believe, but I'll need some more redstone for the rest of them. Because I used one of those lovely whatchamacallums. Oh, I need quartz too. Yeah, those thingies. I used one of them already to make the other stuff that I needed. The smart chute. There you are. There. Okay, so now I have 16 of that. Of course... Oh, I'm holding sandpaper in my hand. We're going to have to look into a sanding station so that we can just automate these. Well, then again, we need to automate the making of the redstone, which is what we're doing right now. Well, the quartz, I should say. Gonna need another sandpaper too. I don't think we're gonna get through. No, we're definitely not gonna get through the rest of these. There it goes. So, you got some sand for us? You sure do. Oh, shoot. Once I take that off. That's okay. What we can do is throw that right there with that, and that'll wash all of that. I do need more paper. Sneak out. I don't see any creeps. And what? Probably should get... Oh, you know what I really need to do? I need to get some food. And replant. Potatoes are best. I guess I should just grab potatoes. And onions? Oh, I'm out of... Ooh. I'm out of space. Not only am I out of space, I'm out of, Okay, you there. Glass, spruce logs, spruce planks. Yeah, that's good. Wonder why that just... It must have just dug it up. Oh, of course it's just going to dig it up. It's an onion. It's a root vegetable. But then again, the potatoes are root vegetables too. Well, root starches, but anyway. That's good enough. We'll see what we can do with the onion. See if that's like... Because it's useless on its own, but maybe we can... Yeah, that's what I thought. It's used in the making of foods. Maybe we'll set up an auto kitchen at some point in time. It will power the Gourmand Dynamo, though. Which is interesting. But, yeah. Actually, that's not a bad thing. How much energy does it output? 3200 RF per? Sure, I guess. Why not? But the thing that we really wanted is this. And where's the potatoes? Oh, they're right there. And the potatoes. And we'll just put the wheat anywhere. Anyway, we need to eat. And sleep. Boom, baby. Okay, and then we're going to take this sugar cane, make us some more paper, and make us some sandstone. And yeah, that paper can stay right there. It's not hurting anything. Get the last of this. Oh, one more. There we go. Alright, sandpaper. You've done your job admirably. Throw you in there. Tell you what, we'll throw that in there. Oh yes, we were going to make a whisk too while we were at it. Pipes and fluid pipes and all of this stuff, I know I need them, but I don't need them right this second. So we're going to throw them in there. Oh, I had glass in here. That's fine. I have stuff all over the place. It's just the way that I am. Now then, you can spend some time with those. Meanwhile, I went too far. I need 8 of those. How many do I have left over here, by the way? 6, 7, 8. So that'll make me 1 more. That's fine. We'll leave it at that for now. It'll be fine. Get 1 of you. Make 1 of you. And do I still have the whisk in my inventory? I do. So there's the mechanical mixer that we need to put up there. Grab those casings again for my step stools. Because they're easy to place and they're way easy to remove too. And boom. So we'll just have to get power to you, which I think we should be able to do right here. Though we need to make sure that that can be sped up. I'm going to leave these andesite blocks thingies right there, casings right there. These should be done. We should be able to take these and hand them off. Alright, that'll make some of that for us. Good. You know what I do need, though? What's a bone doing here? I can't get the bone out of there. I might have to remove those to get to that bone. What if I remove... What if I just leave it there? I think I'm going to have to turn this tree farm back on. But I think what I want to do... See, you have more than you can hold. You don't, but you're getting lower. How about you? You've got 7 stacks of those. I think we're okay for the most part there. I don't want to say that we're awesome there, but I don't think we need to do too much more there. Alright, let's get this part of it done first, and then we'll work on the mechanical arm, because that's going to require a little more. Boom, boom. Okay, and then we take that, and we go... Boom. And we're going to do that today, are we? It's because I wasn't up far enough, I think. Nope. Give me another one. There. Now you can go in with your brothers. Okay. Yeah, that's kind of what I figured was happening. So basically, we need to get power to you, and I think if I do a cog right there, and yes, I know they're not called cogs, but we're calling them cogs. I need a bunch more. Upstairs to here. Grab the buttons, and then we'll just make some cog wheels. If I put one like right here, that's gonna turn. I need to get one here, so, actually, how am I gonna do this? I could go up and from above. That's actually probably what I'm gonna have to do. Unless no. Unless... See, the problem with doing it that way is that I would need to speed the whole thing up to get that to speed up. If I put another encased chain drive here facing up, I could solve this, but it's not going to go fast enough. So if I plop that off and come down over here and grab these guys and come back, like that would work. but it's not going to go fast enough, so I'm going to have to speed it up. Oh, there's my shafts right there. Let's see, it's not going fast enough. So let's see. And that's already speeding it up once there. Oh, you know what I can do? Because that's all powering that. I can put one here. Oh, but then I have my smart chute. Well, if I get rid of this, I can just attach it there, and that should... It should work, I think. Or I just have to move the smart chute down one. I mean, that is an option. We can always move the smart chute. But yeah, let's replace this encased chain drive with another... I don't have one, do I? With another adjustable chain gear shift, so I need another large gear, which requires 4 of the planks. So I'm just gonna grab 1, 2, 1. This is annoying. 2. Oh, come on! Oi! Alright, kill that. How many do I have? 6? Good. So annoying. Alright. 6 is fine. I really got to put in an elevator or some way, easier way of getting down. I know I've said it like every time for the last, I don't know how many episodes now. It doesn't make it any less true. Oh, I don't need slabs for that. Why? What the hell? Oh, it's the water wheel I need slabs for. Yeah. I don't commit this stuff to memory. That's what NEI is for. And actually, that's kind of the downfall of NEI or JEI or whatever they want to call themselves this decade, is that you tend to neglect to memorize recipes because you don't need to. So that is one of the downfalls of using such an awesome tool like that. Okay, so we can take that and we'll replace the one down below this with it. Oh, we don't need that anymore. That's useless. I do think it's going to be easier to move the smart chute over one, so that's what we're going to do. Put you there. Set you up with that. Put you right there. Like that. Yeah, you can put more than one on there, but I think one will be fine. I don't want to have to try and fuss around with setting that stuff up. There. Okay. So now I should be able to put that there. And I should be able to put a lever right on it and not have it interact with the chute. I should. I'm not going to say I can, I will, but I should be able to. There. Now that's going faster, and that should be up to mixing speed. Yes, it is. Okay, good. That's done. All right. Now we need to get water into here. So there's a couple ways I can do this. I could actually pipe everything through the same pipe, but I don't want to have to deal with possible flow issues. So I'm going to try and do this throughout just one pipe. But if I go into NEI and I look at the smart fluid pipe, or the fluid valve, no, not the valve, the pipe, it'll show us that we can control, but it's primarily placed directly at the source. They can specify the fluid. Yeah, that's what I thought. That's why this wasn't working, is because that needs to be there. I really should fix that too. Problem is that being right there too. Boy. Well, I do need another smart fluid pipe. Do I have another smart fluid pipe? No. Oh, no, I don't. No, because this is going to be pumping into. So, I think what I'm going to do is pump directly from below. We're going to just kind of do this and try and make this look slightly pretty, even though it's fairly ugly. Block, 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 and of course I'm smart, super smart, so I dug myself in. Let's see, what do we have? Do we have anything up here that we can throw down there to make it look relatively decent? I have some polished granite. I have polished andesite. And polish. Alright, 1, 2, 3, I guess. It's gonna look stupid, but. Eh. It's not like we're gonna be looking down there every single day, so. Alright, let's grab some water. Whoa, a little far down than I want to go. And then we'll come back in here and set up that. Now then, we're gonna go pipe, pipe. And I thought I grabbed the pump, but I guess I didn't. Yeah. Y'all love to, like, just put yourself in the wrong position. There. Thank you. And where... Okay, so that's going to be pumping water up into the basin. So... that's got water. Let's see if I can't throw that over there. Ah, yes, good. But it doesn't have enough of everything else. So let's, yeah, that's good enough for now. Because I think I only need 2. Okay, while that's working, let's go and check and see if we have enough silver to buy our way into some more redstone. I really should put, like, make a shipping room with several of these shipping, because I don't remember where I put the redstone one. It's probably in the other chest. It sure is. But I really should make a room for shipping. I think my problem comes down to is I want to make everything out of brick. And brick is not an easy material to make, because look, we're still not having a net positive on clay yet, so it's because everything's moving too slow down there. I think we might actually have enough to do this. I hear him. Hope he just dies before he gets here. I think he did. Oh yeah. Perfect. Oh, jeez. Stay out! You stay over there, you scary, scary man, you. That sucks, because we gotta kind of go outside and go upstairs, don't we? And I left all the paper in the house. Where's that one bit of sandpaper? Oh, I had 2 here, too. We might as well throw that in there. Have you made anything yet? Yes, volatile sky solution. Nice. So we do have it. We just need to get it out of there now. And get it into, I don't know yet, something. First step, we need to go quartz. Like these, but we want to finish the other part of this, which was getting the arm in place. Then we'll worry about the rest of it, right? Because really, getting this so that it is fully cycling is the more important part right now. And then pumping the volatile out will come with time. Paper. What about sand? I didn't bring any sand with me because I'm super smart. I'm actually just biding time until Mr. Creeper goes away. I don't know where he went this time. Maybe he died. That'd be awesome. Where did I put all that sand? Oh, that's right. I washed all that sand. Well, I'll get some more. Because we're going to need all the sandpaper that we can get. You. No. Yeah. Actually, you. Thank you. If I put smart chutes, I could just pull up full stacks worth, but I didn't grab that other sandpaper, but that's fine. We'll sand on our way back to get it. Just keeping an eye out. There we go. Perfect. Creeper? No creepers. No creeps? Okay, good. And we're going to need to put some more in here. I'm just going to do 2. I know I only have enough for 1, but we might as well. Now then, after we had done this, we have to get the volatile sky solution into something to do something else, and we'll have to check and see what that is, because honestly, I don't remember what that is. Journal. Alright, so we're at this step, and we need to get to this step. Destabilize the redstone. So to make destabilize redstone, it requires mixing charged Certus quartz crystals with the volatile sky solution. So we'll need another step where we mix 2 items. That means we need to figure out a method of automating this line to get to here. Yeah, but I want to be able to charge them, which I believe I need to do pure Certus quartz to charge. Set up a little cycle to recharge any Certus quartz used as a catalyst in contraption 13.2. 13.2. Okay, so we don't use it up. Gotcha. Yeah, I should have seen that because it just... Okay, so I actually just have to set up a charging station for the Certus quartz. That's good to know. And that gets mixed with the volatile sky solution. So the thing I want to probably do, I still want to set up a tank. Do I pump that upstairs now, or do I wait? Or do I just pump it to another mix stand? Problem is I don't have a charging station set up. I guess I should set that up like over here somewhere. This is such a mess. This is just a total mess of parts and pieces put together haphazardly. I guess it's kind of why I like it. It's organic. Like, it's not planned out at all. It's fully organic in nature. But at the same time, that makes it a mess. Okay, so now we're going to plot you down somewhere. And it should be somewhere where we can charge it or power it, which right here looks fine. I put all my cogs over here, didn't I? Because there, now it's being powered. So it's going to take from there, and it's going to insert into each one of those, okay? That's the goal. And actually, it should just go... I love watching it work. Oh, that is just so cool watching that thing work. I don't know why I find it so amazing, but a little backwards there, buddy, but I guess it's just the look of it. I mean, it's so simple. It's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 straight bars in a rotation. And like absolutely nothing else moves. It's just so great. Anyway, that should yeah, that's gonna keep supplying until it has no more to supply. Which is great, and that's exactly what we wanted, because that's just gonna keep grinding away and mixing away. So next up, we need another basin. But what I think I want to do is put a... I still want to do a tank in between. So here's my thought. I don't know if I should do it down here or if I should do it upstairs. God, I don't want to do it down here because the tank looks so stupid down here, but maybe if I make it large enough. Alright, we'll start with 4. Can I do that? Oh, that's right, I can do that. That looks a lot better. That does not look a lot better. But we do need to move it over 1 because we still need to put a pump in there. Yeah, I forgot I can do singles. That'll put me 32 buckets. That should be more than enough to start with. And I can always add up more, and then if I have to, I can go out and do a 4x. How much volatile sky solution do you have? You have enough. For me. That's not what I wanted. There we go. Water bucket I can get rid of. So there's the sky solution. Now I need to attach that to the smart pipe there. Now only volatile will come out of that. And I need another pump. That's fine. Okay, and then I put the pump like there. And I rotate it so it's facing the right way. Now then, how do I get power to you? Because I can't just put another chain drive down here. It won't turn. Right? And I need to get power kind of kit corner wise. So if I do here, for example, I need to be able to get power there around this corner. No, that's not a good idea. Well, it would work. It would work. I don't like it, but it would work. What I don't like about this idea that I'm having is it's a waste of chain drives. But it would work. And that's going the wrong direction, of course it is. That should pull Volatile Sky Solution out. Nice. Okay, here's what I can do. I can put a belt there. Then I can save my chain drives for something more important. That works. It's not super awesome perfect, but it works. And it kind of makes use of pre-existing things. I could have put a belt all the way across here. Or no. No, it would have had to have been a shaft. Yeah, no. This is fine. This works. This works really well. I already got 2.5 buckets. Well, technically 3.5 buckets, but I have no way of putting that in anywhere. Probably just gonna have to get rid of this particular batch like that and just call that our test batch, right? Alright, so we have that. Now we need... Oh boy, we need to charge. So, let's... Oh, shoot. That's automated. Water supply is automated. That's automated, but because I am super smart, and I can't get a bucket out of that. I can. That's okay. I'll get once this is full, we'll get some out of there. I'm just so smart sometimes. Anyway, this charged quartz. Inserting uncharged quartz into a charger and powering it. Charged Certus quartz can be found in the world semi-rarely. It appears similar to normal. That's fine. We can also grind down charged quartz and get 2. Whatever. I can also pulverize, but I can technically make crushing wheels now. I don't want to spend the time setting that up just quite yet, because it's a lot of work, but we can just get some normal. We need a charger, though. So let's take a peek and see what that's going to cost us. Andesite machine and a Fluix crystal. Luckily, we have both. Well, we have the means of getting one of them, and then we have a Fluix crystal somewhere. Oh, I left the door open. Oof. Glad no one came in. Alright, so we have to go upstairs, and unfortunately, there's a bunch of stuff. Why are you... What a stupido. Come on, die. Thank you. look at that. Gets us that. Okay. Let's see. Did we put the flux crystal anywhere special? No. I know we have one. I saw it. There you are. So, this is probably the easiest charger I've ever made. But now we have to actually power the darn thing. But, guess what? Do I put this down here, or do I pump everything upstairs like the original plan was? You have to grow, and to do, and then pump. Here is my thought. I need power, right? Well, right here, I have two sources of power that I can currently make, and one that I can make maybe soon? With the Gourmand Dynamo? And actually, I can make that now. I have enough gold, I can do that now. So, this is my thought. First of all, put void upgrades on these three guys. Maybe. But my thought is I pump the liquid up here, and maybe I pump it up here and into a holding tank up here instead of down there. Which means I'm going to have to pump it again, but to empty that tank, else I'll have issues. Ooh, you need some iron. Then I should have made this 2 or 3 thick. Then I have my charging station over here somewhere. And it's powered through a combination of Stirling and Gourmand dynamos using apples, oak, saplings, and sticks. Is there like a battery? Anything? Flux capacitor stores redstone flux and recharges other items, but that's a charm. Transport battery. Silica steel, I'm sure that's probably something that's super expensive. It's not actually horrendous, but I don't know what a transport battery actually is. Capacitato stores redstone flux. That's probably what I should look. Redstone flux. Do we have any storage battery type deals? Flux cells. How much is that going to cost me to make? Redstone block, cured rubber, lead ingot, Constantan gear. This is probably what's going to be the problem, is I have to make, I'm sure I have to mix that. Except there is no mixing recipe for, well, not for the solid one. Nickel and copper. Yeah, that's gonna be a bitch to set up. Well, I can melt copper and nickel in the smeltery, pour them into buckets, and then just put them in a mixing stand. That'll get me the molten constantan. Then I can actually put that back into the smeltery and pour it into an ingot form. That way I don't have to go about setting up a bunch of pumps. Here's my thought. I need a battery to store power. And it looks like the redstone flux cell is probably the only thing that stores power. I don't see anything else off the bat. Battery, I don't remember. I guess we could check cell, maybe? Oh, there's a bunch of cells. Fluid cell. Cell workbench. Energy cell. Well, that stores AE energy, though. That's not technically what we want. Also, we definitely can't make that yet. That's a phase 3, I think. Does require molten copper. I think, man. Gotta charge it. Alright. How do I want to do this? I have a tank. Now, I have space here. And I could do stuff here, but I have a battery, well, plenty of fuel capabilities up there, especially once I get that turned back on. How are you doing? By the way, you're not telling me. Are you empty? Oh, that's what I was afraid of. Feeling our tests did not account for it pumping faster than we expected. That's kind of what I was expecting, though. Like I said, I thought that that was going to happen, and I think that's exactly what happened. So, if that's the case, we're going to have to run a pipe out to the river, along with various points. I think it's every 16 we're going to have to put another pump. We'll keep an eye on it and see what happens. In worst case scenario, we have to do that. Base case scenario, we don't. God, I really don't want to pump stuff up there to do this. I could, though. Instead of pumping up, I could charge and send, but then I have to get it back up to the charging station. That's the problem. It's going to spit out the crystal to be recharged. So it really should be next to one another. All right. First step. First things first, I need to set up just a basin, which I already have, and a mix station specifically to make this stuff. This material that I need to make these batteries, because I need to make the batteries. I think that's the very first thing I need to do. And then start firing the... I need 5 of these. I don't know why I thought I only needed 1. Is it 5 or 4? I just made this. You'd think I would know off the top of my head. Yeah, it's 5. And I need 2 of those. Might as well just keep doing it, buddy. Is that it? Almost. You're doing a good job. Keep it up. Go get some more andesite. Yeah, kinetic mechanisms. And we'll just set this up somewhere where there's a lot of power, like right here, so that we don't have to wait too much for it. I need you. So we're just going to put you right like here. And then we'll put the basin, right here? And that'll work. Okay, so what I need is, let's go back to that cell. Like battery, power, no. Flux, it just gives me those again. Yeah, I think it's just gonna be the flux cell from thermal. So I need Constantan. And that requires copper, nickel. Oh, God dang. Gives me like nothing of both. How much copper? Okay, I have nickel. How much copper do I have? I don't have any. Let's just get some copper. Nickel. I'll mix copper in now. And I gotta tell you, I don't remember how much one bucket produces anymore, so we're just gonna throw all of it in there. It's not like it's going to mix with anything anymore. This will give us a good idea how much it takes to fill a bucket. Wow, that's quite a bit actually. Now I can go bucket and bucket. And let that do its thing. Now to get it back in there, there is a way of doing that. That's making me one. Oh my gosh, one bucket is not a lot. Okay, so if I use that, yeah, I know, I can put it in a grate. That'll drain it into the grate. I have an idea. I'm gonna try something here. And it might be a little easier than doing it the way I was going to. Never mind, that requires a copper machine. I ain't going through that mess. Alright, I need one of these tanks. So I need to go into Tinkers and look up tank. I require 3 glass. Now then, this used to work beautifully. Nope, not that. Seared ingot tank, thank you. And the other thing I need, I don't think I have any extra of, so I'll make some. So I need some more seared ingot faucets. Now then, there's one last thing I need. I think. Actually, I don't know if I do or not. Alright, we're going to try it this way. I see him there. I see him, and I'm hoping he stays over there. I have enough arrows to kill him with. He went over there. Yeah, that's what I thought was going to happen. Trying to remember how I get it back in there. But I'm also trying to be very careful because there's a skelly there. Dang! That was close. Ah, oh gosh, okay. There was a way of doing this, and for whatever reason, I can't think of it off the top of my head. It was basically reversing the fluids. Maybe it has to be part of the structure. Maybe that's what it was. Nope. Well, I don't remember. I don't remember at all how to do that. Jeez, how do you do that again? I could just throw a bucket of it in there, and that would take care of the problem. No, that just gives me materials and whatnot. I don't have it because I used it up to do that. Okay, hold up here. That's an item input, that's a fluid input. Output using copper cans. Okay, that's the problem. I need to get a sear drain facing the other direction, for one. Of course, I used all my copper to do that. How much copper is left in there? 8 millibuckets? I don't know. Yeah, that's like nothing. Throw these copper sheets in there. So I gotta take one of these guys and I gotta turn it around backwards. The other thing that I'm not sure is how do I supply the fluid to it? That might... That did not. I mean, can I just... I don't know. You done melting? Copper? Copper. And I need how many ingots to do this? 3? 2. Yeah, I don't remember how to supply the fluid to it. Without pipes, mind you, because I know how to do it with pipes, but without pipes, I can't seem to recall the best method of doing it. We're going to try this. I think this might be a possibility. We're going to remove you again. And we're going to put you, but we're going to put you backwards. Like that. And we're going to put you like that. And now let's just try something stupid like that. And see what happens. That didn't do anything either. Alright, enough fussing around with that, because obviously I'm not sure how to do this through the smeltery. I thought that it was super easy. Apparently it is not super easy. I honestly remember it being actually relatively painless. This is not. I'm going to try one more thing. It's going to suck because it's going to use up fluid, but we're going to see. No, it won't even let me do that. Can I, like... what if I do like this? Nope. It won't let me do it because it's counting that as a block. So, yeah, I know of a way of doing it. I just don't want to do it that way. Do I have any other kind of pipes? These are the only pipes I have. These are the... Well, I do have this brass item. Well, it's an item pipe, though. That doesn't help any. Alright, we're going to call it there. We got the volatile sky solution done. that's a bonus. We just need to get the other parts of it done, and that's kind of where I'm not stuck. I know what I need to do. I just don't really have a plan, a good plan of knowing about it. If I get these rooms done and I put up like a breezeway, I could put a secondary room above this that would allow for more space to do stuff. Not that I don't have enough space. I have a ton of space in here, and upstairs I have tons and tons of space. I just, things are not moving sequentially like I'd like them to. You guys are also not pumping out like you were before. Everything else is working though. Anyways, we're going to call it there. Next episode, we'll definitely have this done. I'm going to do a couple testing things in my test world just to see if I actually have to set up another pump system to pump into the smeltery, or if I can just, set it up normally. What I'd like to do, though, is just... Yeah, I can fill by spout. This is the Oh, you know what No, I don't think that'll work, though. I just have to get it into the damn caster, that's all. Then I can do... Look, I can even set up gears to cast, so I don't have to... It does take 4 ingots. But anyway, I just got to get it back into here. Oh, wait a minute. I know what I can do. I'm being stupid. Hold up. I'm doing totally dumb here. I have a totally better idea of how to do this. I need some food. It all has to do with that little guy. It's filled with gold right now, but I don't even need that. I just need this, the seared melter. So, let's go make a melter. Actually, do I have any, or did I melt those all down, cook them all up? Or use them? I probably used them all, actually, now that I think about it. So, I need a melter. Seared tank, seared fuel gauge, do you. And you. And you. That's all I need. I need a table. And I need an ingot mold, but yeah, I don't know why I didn't think of that. That's super easy to do. And we'll just put this, we'll put it on this tree, because if I put it there, I think it might be angry. Yeah, but we just do that. And we just do that. And we just do, that. And now I should be able to just fill that. Come over here. Grab an ingot mold. Yeah, that's easy enough. Trying to shove it back in there, and this is the answer all along. Look at this. And it's like I'm tapping the tree. It is kind of close to maple syrup in color. A little lighter, a little too blonde, but yeah. And then I need an iron nugget. Yeah, look at this. We're gonna have this done before the episode's over. We have a few moments. We can do this. So I use that, and I come over, and boom. There's that. Now what I can do, let's come over here, where I have some gold. I can make a gold mold. I can make a mold out of this, and then I don't even have to use the iron. I can just throw the whatchamacallit in there. I don't need that. I just need this. How many of these do I need, though? I might want to just make this now. I need lead. Ooh, I don't know if I have lead. Oh, you know what I can do? Okay, there's that. How much gold do I have in here? Yeah, I got plenty. There. There's a gold gear. What do I use gold gears for? I guess there's stuff to use gold gears for, but I don't care. I'm going to put that gold gear right back. Oh, I didn't have enough gold. I'll have to go find some. What's that? Copper? Oh, I have copper in there. Suppose I should bring that back with me. Anyway, yeah, I can just use the gold. I can just use the gold gear to make the cast, and then this. Let's see if I have any lead left over. I have one there. I need 3 more. I have enough for 1 block's worth, so we'll just throw that in there. Yeah, I mean, geez, why not? It's right there. Use it. I don't know why I didn't think of that. I like how lead is set in a mosaic pattern. Like, this is stupid. Now I have the redstone flux cell frame. I still need to make a couple more things, and I might have enough. Yeah, I have enough redstone to do that now, but I need a lot more redstone. But we're going to call that here. So we're halfway to getting this cell done. And then what we'll do is we'll take the Sterling Dynamo here, and we'll set up 2 Sterlings and 1 Gourmand. We'll have to see. I think Gourmand just requires the Sterling, so we'll need to get another 2 Sterling Dynamos. Their recipe is not that bad. It's just a redstone flux coil and andesite machine, which now is actually really easy for us. And then we're going to set up those in such a way that they power the same battery. And I haven't quite figured out how that works yet in this mod pack, because I don't see any cables, flux cables or anything. Maybe it's these guys, the Project Red transmission cables. I don't think I can transfer power through Fluix cables. I think that's specifically for AE2. I've never actually tried it. I know you can power other AE2 machines using these guys, but I've never tried it using just to power stuff. So I think the Project Red transmission is what we want. And that, oof. Alright, well, we can compact it and make the redstone alloys, so we can make them. I guess I'll look up Project Red and see if that is the case, because if we can send power with these guys, that's going to change some of the dynamics. We are starting to get into power transmission now, instead of just rotation transmission, which is interesting. Guys making more? You make some more. I love to see it. I love to see this. This is so, like, now it's to get this thing working. And once this thing is working, Chapter 2 will be officially over, obviously, but it's just so cool. And I've never been to Chapter 3. I don't know what Chapter 3 even looks like. But, gosh, I'm not even going to push this button, because technically speaking, no, we're not there. We still got quite a ways to go. Still got quite a ways to go, but we'll get there. Alright guys, that's going to be it. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, like down below. Comments are appreciated. Hit the sub button, the bell icon, and as always, stay safe, and we will check you later.